Hello, welcome to Fairy Joy Tarot and welcome to our first pick a pile. I'm so excited, and this reading is for singles right now looking for a true love. So we have 3 piles today to choose from. The first pile is the crown, the second pile is the owl, and the third pile here is the angel with the butterflies. So you may obviously listen to all the piles, but I would recommend you choosing the one that feels the best for you. And let's get ahead. All right, have fun. Hello, welcome to Fairy Joy Tarot. Let's look at your true love. This is a reading for singles, and welcome pile 1. This is my first long video, so let's see how it goes. I'm very, very excited, and I absolutely love your energy. So I already pulled some oracle cards and some tarot, and then later we also pulled some new cards for your guidance. So let's start. So when I tuned into you beforehand, I already got a vision of something. I saw that your true love might be someone that is in your close circle, meaning what I especially saw is that you might have a co-worker or maybe a friend that you get along very well, you might laugh a lot together, and they know that person. They know your true love. So it could be that your work colleague may not be your type physically, but you can tell that they're soulmate. You get along very well. It's always like easy and breezy, I want to say. And they have a friend that is your romantic soulmate. Maybe we're gonna need to manifest this together for you. Because I just wanted to say that maybe I want to manifest this for you, that this is going to happen within like the next half of the year when you're seeing this. All right, so let's start with these oracle cards. So I feel like right off the bat, you get like the happiest card, like the best card you could wish for, that this is possible. You being with your true love is possible. You can make it happen, and not just happen, you can make it happen like in every way, kind of. Here you have every wish, but I feel like you can seriously like almost like pick and choose, and then the best combination of all of this is gonna happen. Like, let's say you ever made like a wish list for your true love. To some extent, like the key points of that, like the non-negotiables, might come true for you. That this person is, let's say, very athletic, that he's super kind. And I'm sorry, I also mean when I'm saying he, obviously, your true love could be a woman, it could be a man, depends on your preferences. So please take, when I'm saying he, I mean both genders. Just for clarifications. So I feel like that your person is, basically a mixture of all the things you want and better. Like, let's say there's one negotiable like attribute on your list, and maybe they have that one, they don't have that one thing, but they have actually 3 other things that you never knew you loved having in a relationship. Like, let's say you wish that your person was like very like, well, I'm just wondering if it could be actually one way or another, so take as how it resonates with you. It could be that you are a very relaxed person, you like to sleep in on the weekend, and then your person actually is very action oriented. Like, even on the weekends, they want to be like out of bed at 8, they want to go to a cute cafe at 10, and later they want to go for a walk at the beach or in the park. And maybe that actually is really nice for you. And before you were only ever gotten up at like 10 or 11, but with them, you're already at a cute cafe at 10. So, and if it's like the opposite, maybe they are more relaxed and you're more organized, but they bring in like a flow to your organization that you never knew you needed, or you would have wished for it with somebody. All right, so I see a common theme here is also knowledge or evolving, because you have a lot of books here. And she is reading something too. So I feel like what's really important for you, like let's say maybe within the next 3 months, is that you really like, I don't want to say self-improve in a negative sense, but more that what excites you, keep doing that. What do you feel like you need to still work on? And that could be creative things. Like, let's say you want to write a book and you haven't finished it yet. Then here, prevail. Like, keep going. Keep building. Keep building up every day, just a tiny bit. And even if it's like 10 minutes, make an effort, because I feel like the more you put in those 10 minutes, like a routine, the more whatever your person is needing to work on, he is gonna do. Then in like more like, let's say, 3D life things, it could be that you need to work on your finances. Maybe you're not happy about that. Maybe, I don't know, your car is always breaking down, or this, I don't know, I just see someone like getting annoyed with their car. Fix those things. Fix the things that annoy you, so that rather than spending your time worrying, that you can actually be in like this cute energy already of going to a cafe or a walk in the park and like giggling together in bed in the morning. So that, you know, your head is free for those cute things that you actually want to feel. So you can already attract them even more. Also here with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like you need to be, I know it said generosity, but I feel like you need to be careful of who you're giving your time and your energy to. We have like here 2 people, she's alone, okay, she has a little companion, and then you have generosity. I feel like make sure that you give your time and your energy to the right people, and this includes yourself. Like, try to give yourself first, not in a way of like, because you don't love anybody else or you don't want to help anybody else, but if your cup is full, it's gonna overflow and you can like freely give to someone. I feel like that's very important, that you go from the state of almost like that your nervous system is in a lack mentality, not necessarily lack in the form of money or love, that you don't have enough of that yet because maybe you feel sometimes alone, or you can't afford to, I don't know, go on that holiday yet. That is no problem. You know, that's not the lack I'm talking here. I'm more talking about the lack of relaxing. I feel like that's a really important thing, that you go from this energy of feeling stressed to an energy of relaxing. And I'm gonna pull some cards later on how you could make that happen. All right, so let's look at the oracle cards. I feel like this is actually a story on how you come together, because we have the Empress here. And I feel like that is you, and you're going to bloom into this beautiful swan. And funnily enough, actually, because when I looked at these cards, I was like, oh my God, what are these signs again? So this is summer. And this is summer. So you might actually meet in summer, and in between you have like some transformation happening. Funnily enough, I did not lay out, I pulled one card after another. So it's basically how you're moving toward your, oh wow, I just almost said your husband. How you're moving toward your husband. Isn't this amazing? How you're moving toward your husband. I'm so excited for you. And how he's like preparing in the background as well. All right, so let's look at these cards. So I feel like you are seriously becoming this warrior empress or princess that is super beautiful, and knows who she is, that really like takes care of her environment, her family, but that can also be fierce if she needs to be. At first I actually thought that this tree here is a sword. So, and swords represent, or one sword for me represent truth. So I feel like it's important that you find your own way of how to tell the truth. What words do you need of delivering a truth without being too harsh, but still making a point? I feel like that is maybe something you want to study. So how do you, like, because with your husband, you might have, you might get into little fights, you might have discussions, you might need to figure out, okay, how's our life going to match up? And maybe even the part of that, how are our friends groups are matching up? Like, you need to definitely communicate well and a lot with each other. I mean, not all the time, but I feel like you need to really like almost like make a plan for yourself ahead before you're talking about specific topics, so it doesn't become emotional, and it's actually how is everybody benefiting from this situation. And especially you two together, remember to work as a team. Like, you need to be on the same page, and then everybody else comes next. I feel like that's also how the generosity card plays in here. So, all right, so you as the Empress are working on, looking at things in a different way with the Hanged Man here. And I think it's actually really beautiful that you have a waterfall here. So usually water means emotions. It's not a cup card because usually cups are emotions. But I feel like you actually are looking at how can you, maybe strengthening your body, but also strengthening your emotions so that you are in balance, even if things look different than they are. That's a really important thing. So communication, looking at things in a way that it brings balance to you. I feel like really do the thing where it's like, I need to put myself first, and then how can I make this situation work for me? All right, then we have the priest. And by the way, this is autumn time. So maybe in autumn, a lot of change is happening. And maybe you're gonna, I know this sounds weird, and I said maybe in the next half a year. I'm filming this actually in May, this reading. So what would it be? 6 months from now would be November, so it would actually be winter. However, I feel like you could switch everything around, and you could actually meet this summer. I feel like you could actually meet the summer, and I just thought again, this could be a sword. But please, whenever you're watching this video, the next half a year is what this is applying to. But maybe you're shedding some leaves. Maybe you need this change, in order to be in your Queen Empress energy. And the same goes for your husband. I'm just going to keep him calling your husband because, yeah. All right, then let's look at him. So he is very much, he is also in a, I would say in a chill energy, but at the same time, very much focused. He's absolutely focused. And can you tell that there's a crown in the background? He doesn't need to be like posing for his status. Both of you are actually in armor. So maybe you're gonna come together in like the workforce. So maybe this is like you meeting through like a work connection. Yeah. So what I see too is that your husband is having like a feminine energy with like the pink here. So I feel like there's a lot of things that he's gonna contribute to your life. So he will have a soft spot, but he's also like with all the gold and like I think these are clouds. He's definitely gonna offer up some new horizons and also some material stability. Whereas maybe you with the nature here in the background, maybe you're gonna bring in some fresh energy that is feeling like very family oriented. I feel like I feel like your husband really, really will appreciate that you will feel like family to him. And he might actually tell you this. I feel like maybe on the third or fourth date, maybe even a bit later, depending on how shy he is, that he might actually tell you, wow, you feel like so like familiar to me. Okay, so what he is prepping for in the background is it's justice. But I feel like this is more like I feel like he's realizing what like disciplinary acts he needs to incorporate in his life that is bringing balance to him. I feel like because this is winter, he has changed a lot. He has changed a lot. Like, he's not the same person he has been like, well, for some of them 2 years ago, but definitely not the same person he has been like 10 years ago. Then here we have the Seven of Cups, which again is an autumn card. And usually the Seven of Cups is that there's a lot of possibilities. Like you can choose different possibilities or different things from the cups. But funnily enough here, it's all the same. So I feel like the outcome isn't changing. Like it's very clear that this is actually leading towards marriage, because usually I think the priest here is the Hierophant. The Hierophant can mean marriage, I think. So I feel like that is important to say that I feel like your husband needs to feel stable enough, because we got a lot of gold here. He needs to be stable enough in order for the marriage to happen. Yeah, so that's everything I'm seeing. So let's pull some guidance cards for you. All right, what guidance does pile 1 need right now? All right, so we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and 2 more, the Star, and the Fool. All right. And underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like there's some things that are still hidden, because the Seven of Swords usually indicates like something hidden. So I don't think you're gonna... I wonder if you're not realizing fully that this is your person at first. Or maybe it's gonna take like 3 or 4 times until you actually meet for the first time. All right, so the Ace of Pentacles is definitely success. So you're going to have success with this. I feel like you need to walk away, though, from any emotions that are not serving you anymore. And here we also have, like, the Star with the water. We have a lot of water here. So, again, emotions. So I feel like you need to let go of, like, any emotions that feel like stale, like this stale water here, to you. And... with the Hanged Man here. Oh, by the way, look, he's also working on his emotions because he's in the rain. Can you see this? He's in the rain and you have in a waterfall. So maybe both of you need to figure out a way of how to communicate well with your emotions. And then I'm looking at these stars here and the star here. So I feel like this is going back again. Like, ask your spirit team to work together so you can make this happen. And I feel like with the Fool, this is a new beginning. So new beginning is coming of your love. But I feel like you need to take one step up after another so it's not overwhelming you. So again, to recap, what's really important is that you put yourself first, work on your emotions, and keep going and look at like different perspectives of what situation is benefiting you and your husband first, and then how it can benefit everybody. Yeah, all right, that's all pile 1. I hope this reading was helpful for you. May you have a wonderful day or night with lots of laughter, fairy miracles, and a joy that protects and sustains you. Bye! Hello, welcome pile 2. Welcome to Fairy Joy Tarot. So let's look at your singles reading for like from this moment on till for like the next half a year. Whenever you're watching this, not when I'm posting this. So let's look at your cards. So I pulled some oracle cards for you already and some tarot cards here. And later we're going to pull some other tarot cards for guidance. So when I started pulling your cards, my throat got blocked a bit. It took a while to take out the cards, but I feel like this is not a bad thing per se. I feel like this is more a thing where some things need to change in order for the good things come in. All right, so we have the Traveler here, move in a new direction. You might need to move or go somewhere else, have some kind of change that's actually a bit bigger than you may, anticipated, happening before this person, your true love, your romantic true love can come in. I feel like you're looking here, if this was you, you were a bit worried. I feel like you still have a little smile on your face, but it's definitely that you've been through some things, and I'm wondering actually if you are doubting a bit that this true love is coming in, or when or how. We have a compass here, so for some reason, yes, you do believe that it's happening, but I feel like there are some things that still need to fall away in order to make this happen. Then we have change and progress. I feel like actually your person might be quite younger than you, or at least, even if he's not younger in age, that he definitely has like a spiritful energy to him, that he's like, I don't care, I'm just gonna make this happen. I'm so excited to meet her. I want to meet my true love. I want to have fun. We can do this. Like, even if like we have a little companion here, and you've seen like with the sail in the background that they've been through something already, but now they're moving into this magical energy here. And I feel like both of you need to move into this magical energy in order to come together. I'm going to come back to this card in a bit. Let's look at these cards. At first I wanted to only pull one card, but I feel like with unrequited love, paying attention to the red flags, I was like, okay, this is about coming together with a new person, and not with anybody who's like trying to play games with you, or who's like just plain nice. So I feel like there needs to be some changes in your environment. I feel like these are other people interfering into your life, and maybe even your person's life. And that is the reason why you cannot have come together yet. Because you definitely deserve love. And it's almost clear that like you have all like the angels here in the background. And I feel like even if this isn't you, like even like a younger version of you, because I feel like this woman here is younger than her, but they both have like curly hair. That like if this is a younger version of you, you know you deserve love and you know it's going to happen. So let's look at how these changes and the progress can come in. Let's look at the tarot cards. So you might be at a point in your life right now where you're looking at it and you're like, all right, that's what I got, but it's not everything I want yet, because you only have 7 of Pentacles and a maximum of 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like with the next card here, which is the 10 of Cups, which is like the most, like the most fulfilling card emotionally, and you have like a happy family, you have a stable home, you might have all these miracles happening with the rainbow. I feel like there needs to be some kind of offer coming in for you from your person that is showing you that everything is going to work out fine. I feel like you've been through maybe some bad relationships in the past. And this could also not just only romantic, but maybe people have disappointed you quite a bit. So I feel like your person needs to first like show you that there's actually good out there. There's actually good, healthy relationships out there and people that truly want the best for you. I feel like if this is your person here, you know, and look how young he's here, and look that he has grown into like a good fully grown man here. I feel like even if he's becoming older, he will still have this youthful spirit to him. That's something you really appreciate and love. I'm looking at the Empress here. It may even like be like a thing that is really drawn him to you, that he has this youthful energy. So I feel like he always wanted to have like an adventurous, happy relationship with a woman he loves, but I feel like he couldn't, like, he thought maybe that, okay, I'm gonna go on this like road trip and I'm gonna stop there and there, and then I'm going to my end destination, I'm gonna meet my person. But actually there were so many things in between that have stopped him from coming towards you, like whether it's like maybe a car accident, like even weird things, you know, like that have been like a car accident or fire, then I don't know, his cat got sick, like all these like almost like accident things that were actually happening because of bad surroundings. So it wasn't his fault, it wasn't your fault, it was like these bad surroundings that like stopped you from coming together. So I feel like your person is really like looking out, like, okay, how can I use my wands here? And I mean, look at him, he had 2 wands, you know? And maybe if this wasn't you, but this was him, he's like, okay, how can I make this happen? He took the wood from here, and he built this like little boat for himself, and now he's coming for you, and he's gonna offer you up like a really big offer. Like this is like coming in hot and heavy in a way, and he's offering you not just a little home here, maybe this is your second home, he's offering you a castle. Like he knows you deserve a lot more than you actually think yourself. You deserve everything. Because you are the Empress, and he does see you as this Empress. I feel like from the beginning he will see you as this Empress, and he might actually count like everything he has to offer to you at first, before he can make this really big move. So you might actually, it's possible that you guys meet even in like a foreign place, and then he might take a step back, but not for too long. And then he's gonna look at what he can offer you, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna offer her the biggest thing I can. because she deserves everything. All right, so let's look at some guidance for you. Let's look at some guidance. Pile 2, what guidance do you need about your love life? Okay, 2 of Cups. And 6 of Wands. And what else? 7 of Wands. And let's do one more. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. All right, so, and at the bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Wands. So this is like, I almost said victory. It is victory, but I almost had the 6 of Pentacles in my head, which is like giving back. So your relationship will I must say will depend on an equal giving back. Like that's really important for both of you. And then you will be successful. So this needs to be a relationship that is a give and give relationship. You give, he gives. He gives, you give. And that with like a lot of laughter and happiness. All right, so I feel like the biggest advice I have for you here is don't worry. It's all gonna be all right. Sometimes it might seem like there's too much on the outside going on, that this can't happen, but that's not true. Because you're working maybe on releasing any doubts, seeing, okay, what do I need in order to be fulfilled myself, especially emotionally, and your person is gonna have all the work done when he comes to you. So, and look, here's an offer. So, I feel like you need to talk to some spirit guides that are gonna help you realize that this offer is true. It's possible that a spirit guide of you actually is going to give him a tiny offer so that he can then make the big offer to you. But don't feel like you need to give and give and give. No, this is a give and give relationship. Yeah, so you don't need to worry. You have your little companion here all the time. Look, it's a black cat. So maybe a black cat is important to you. Maybe you need to channel a black cat, actually. I would also very much recommend to you that you meditate and follow your heart where to go. Fully follow your heart where to go. You might still feel a bit scared, actually, of all the outside noise, but just forget it. I feel like forget it, be in the moment, and do the things that feel right for you. Do the things that you love, and whether it's like reading or chilling, or maybe you're having some yummy food. I feel like also like healthy food is really important. Apples actually, I feel like, can you tell? I don't know if these are apples or oranges. So maybe you need to see what's actually good for you personally. Maybe some kind of, one day you want an apple, another day you want an orange, and then another day you pick a pentacle and go buy something for you. So I feel like make it a habit that you treat yourself every day, so that you can fully become this empress, because that's you. So really, really remember, you are that empress. It's all gonna be alright. Your person is coming. Yeah. Alright, pile 2. I hope this reading helped you. May you have a wonderful day or night with lots of laughter, fairy miracles, and a joy that protects and sustains you. Bye! Hello, pile 3. Welcome to Fairy Joy Tarot. So, let's look at your true love coming in. This is for, singles. So, I'm intending that this reading applies to like the next half a year for when you're watching this reading. So let's start. So I don't know why I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit like flustered. I don't even know where to start almost. I feel like trust is important. So let's start with the trust card here. All right. Right from the beginning, some guidance actually. I feel like meditating is really important for you, that you have moments of gratitude and silence where you tune in with like your higher self and like almost becoming like enlightened, even if it's just for a couple of seconds. I feel like that is really, really important for you. I don't think you need to overdo it, but let's say, because I just looked at the 6 of Pentacles here, I feel like at least 6 minutes a day of meditation would be great. And you could even like split it up for like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah. So I feel like that's your first message. Then, even though I said like this is for the next like half a year, something might happen in the next few weeks, and I feel like this transformation is gonna happen in the next few weeks, that is then gonna have like almost like a little domino effect of you meeting and becoming acquainted together. So I feel like pink might be a good color for you to wear and to keep around you. Maybe even like if you have the choice between like 2 colors, even if you're not a pink type, I feel like choose the pink. Choose the pink because for some reason I feel like it's gonna help with your union. All right, so you have the stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. So I feel like it's very, very clear that this person is part of your soul family. This isn't just like any kind of soulmate that you're just getting along with. I feel like this is a serious, big like union you've worked for, like not just in this lifetime, but like for a lot of years and a lot of lifetimes where you might not have been able to come together, but you always like wished for that person and that person always wished for you. So this truly is like a almost like a fantasy becoming real. Like it's almost like as if you watched a romantic comedy, or I hope it's not just a comedy with all the like hiccups in between and the back and forth. I hope it's more smooth for you actually. So whenever something might go wrong or you feel like, how long is it gonna take? Why did this thing happen? Remember, it's like a romantic comedy. You're gonna have to laugh about it and just wait for the next scene to start that's gonna bring in something new. So yeah, it might also be that at first you and your person might have to learn how to communicate together, because you got all these symbols here that I have no idea what they mean. So it might be that you and your person are actually like coming from different backgrounds in a way, because it just also looked at the desert here and like the like the grass here. You might actually come from different backgrounds, maybe different nationalities, and communication might be a point that that you need to transform before you can be together fully, because I feel like your union is like inevitable, and I feel like your union is I don't want to say set in stone in a way of like, oh my god, it's you two or nobody else, where it's like you always have a free will, but I feel like both of you are choosing each other, and I feel like both of you needed to transform in not ultimately your highest version, but at least you need to move in the direction of your highest version, so that this union can work in like a flowy way rather than like all these mishaps happening like in a romantic comedy. All right, so let's look at this domino row apparently. And I was like, okay, what language is this? And then I realized like, okay, it's German. And I've never used German cards before, so I was like, oh my god, what are these cards? So maybe there's a language barrier between you two, and although I do speak German, I was like a bit like, I was like, what does this mean? So that was maybe even like things that usually make sense to you. Maybe for your partner, they need a moment to acclimate to you, or you need a moment to acclimate to them. And it could also be that maybe you have some habits and they have some habits, or even some goals, or even like from a culturally perspective that are different, that you just need to give each other and oneself the time to acclimate. I feel like acclimation and transformation is a really big topic for you. All right, so I feel like you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your body. You need to meditate, and you definitely need to take action with the Ace of Wands. That's what it's called, an Ace of Wands. So you need to take care of you need to take care of your Ace of Wands, of seriously being the go-getter, of and I just looked at the word joy. Like, reach for your goals in a way that it brings you joy. Put in the work that you can go to bed happy. I don't feel like you need to overstrain yourself. Like I said, 6 minutes a day of meditation and being in this flow energy is enough in order to make those changes happen. And I feel like you can even sometimes move, you know, it's not like it's like, oh my God, I'm going to stay here for like 3 weeks and then I'm going to stay here for 6 weeks. No, I feel like you can like make it like in 8 weeks here. So 3 and 6 would be 9, but it's like, if you keep like the consistency of moving in your joy, you're going to make it happen quicker. All right, so we have like, you need to take action. And I feel like with the usually one sword means truth. I feel like you need to really remember that you are this queen or king. You are this queen or king, and you really need to tell yourself the truth about that. You need to start to affirm and manifest what you want. And that you already are this queen or king, even if, you know, you're still struggling, and maybe one day you only meditated 3 minutes, and then another day you didn't, and then another day you thought like, okay, now I need to catch up and I'm gonna do 9 minutes. That's fine, you know, that is totally all right. We don't need to see life as like, okay, I need to be perfect every day. No, look at your life maybe in weeks. Maybe that is a good maybe that is really, really good. Yeah, like, see, I'm losing my words, but that's fine. Maybe sometimes you don't know how to go, how to keep going. Maybe sometimes you don't know what you want to say or how you can make that goal happen. But I feel like you need to look at these changes in a positive way, more in like a weekly time frame rather than in a daily perfectionism way, in order to make these quick changes happen. Like, let's say you want to say like, okay, 6 minutes a day. All right, that's 6 times 7. All right, so let's make these 40. Am I counting it right? 42 minutes. Yeah, 42 minutes. Oh my God, see, like they're trying to have me even miss up basic math. So I feel like sometimes, and especially if you're coming closer to your person, you might actually feel quite insecure, even about things that you've never thought about that would like make you feel insecure. Maybe even your looks, or the way you talk, or some like basic abilities, because you're gonna be in a different like environment. I feel like you may meet in a different environment than you're used to. And I feel like what's important is that you become like relaxed. I think like the sun that we have here is really important for your union. So, all right, so you need to take actions. You need to tell yourself the truth about how amazing you are. Be consistent. Don't put yourself down. Then you're going to move into the Page of Wands. I'm just thinking, what does the Page of Wands mean again? The Page of Wands for some reason it doesn't pop in my head. So maybe there's like some times when it feels like nothing is happening, like you're in the desert, nothing is happening. But I feel like don't be discouraged. Just keep going. Just keep going with your consistency and your consistent efforts of becoming this joyful version of yourself. Then you have the moon here, but I feel like what's important here is even if the moon usually is kind of like a gloomy energy, like something hidden, maybe even a bit sad, you have the sun here. So I feel like a really important thing to remember is that you may not see these changes immediately, but look, you have the sun here. Even if it's called the moon, you already have the happiness here. And you have helpers. You have helpers here that you need to call on your angels and your spirit team. And here you have also all the support here. And maybe even like, your grandparents, maybe they've passed away. Like somebody else from your childhood. And all these angels. Like there's a whole realm here. And like the whole stars that want to help you with your union. So I feel like it's very important that you just keep going, enjoy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is like a card of balance. And look, you have a house here, you have a building here, and you have a little castle here. So maybe you're meeting in a city actually on the outside. So where it's really nice. Maybe that's where you might bump into your person actually. Okay, so I remember that in pile 2 I said this, and I feel like this is very important here too. Your relationship is going to be a give and a give relationship, meaning you are given to your person is giving to you. Your person is given to you, you are given to your person. Like it's not going to be a relationship of, just one of you is going to put in all the effort, or one of you is always planning, or one of you's, being like... just doing their thing. I feel like it's going to be very balanced. But you need to first acclimate to, your transformation, both of you, into joy. And then you're going to end up in this happy union. All right, let's look at some guidance for you, pile 3. Okay, what guidance does pile 3 need? Okay, so you got Ace of Wands, the World, Justice, and let's pull, one more. Six of Cups. Your person is thinking about you right now. Yep, he's looking out for you. He's like, where's my soulmate? Where's my pile 3? I love pile 3. Where is she or where is he? All right, so with the Ace of Wands, again, this is the beginning. So you are starting this journey now. And you have everything you need. Look, you have all your soul family that's helping you and helping your soulmate, your person. I feel like listening to music could be very good for you, like getting in like a happy energy with having a pep in your step. I feel like it's also important that you do something creative, whether it's like drawing, writing, even like baking or cooking, like anything that makes you feel like, I want to try something out. And then I feel like make a plan of who you want to be, and then keep going and become your own favorite person. Become the person of who you want to be, no matter what's surrounding you. Who do you want to be in this relationship? Become that version. What is it that you need to do in order to be this happy person in this relationship? All right. Then we have the World here. I feel like you need to go with the flow of everything. That when the sun is shining, enjoy it. When the wind is blowing, and you're losing something, no worries. It's no problem. When you're landing like as if this wasn't on purpose, as if you were stepping in a puddle or something, it doesn't matter. It's fine. This is like the energy of like you need to keep going, because the balance is gonna happen. The balance of you putting in the consistent happy effort, it is happening. The law of the universe. What you're gonna put out, you're gonna get back. So keep putting out the good things for yourself and others. It's happening. And here we have the balance again. And you're working together. Like now you're seeing like 3 pentacles, and usually 3 pentacles is working together. So it's you are working with the universe and your person together in order to make the Six of Cups happening. And in another card, usually the Six of Cups is like two little children being like all happy together. And here we have the sun with the kid on the white horse. And I feel like almost like this is like a unicorn. So this magic is happening. And it's unavoidable. It is happening. Just keep going and move towards your joy. Make the little changes that you need to make every day. Look at it in a bigger picture, so you're not hard on yourself when you have like a bad day or something. And yeah, all right, that's everything for you, pile 3. May you have a wonderful day or night with lots of laughter, fairy miracles, and the joy that protects and sustains you. Bye!